That is what it is on the street. You know, they hear the smell. You know, there's this kind of broken English in Nigeria, that pidgin English in Nigeria, that you go no say now this on our original. How person go hear smell? Maybe to smell. But when you are hungry, say they hear the smell. You know they see the sound. I say sound. Nobody sees sound now. They hear them. They've turned Nigerians into mad fellows. People can't really figure out why all of this are happening to them. And the criminals who are doing all of this to you continue to probably tell you to say amen. This government will favor you. Oh, yeah, say amen. Amen, it will favor me. Say amen. Anyway, there are those who are not buying into saying amen, that things are going to get better. So they put their hope somewhere else. I'm talking about the obedience. So you can help me tell them now, like they say, obedient, gather here. I have this summarized, what do you call it? Court report. You know, in my own way now, not having to read my lord, your lord, objection over, we don't need all of that. Sure you get. But 10 happened in their courtroom today. You know, when they say 10 they happen, 100 they happen, as they will say. Today, 10 happened in their courtroom. And it all started with Peter Obi that said Tinubu did not win. And he will prove it. Maybe like say, well, they true. Or should we say it's actually the first time that a lot of you, or should I say a lot of us, are opportuned in this obedient era to have so many of them so dedicated that they are like the people who are producing the court transcripts. Something that normally the court will have their copy, then the lawyers or something, they will have their copies too to release. Obedient are releasing the court's manuscript, like the conversation as it should be, to the public, enough that a lot of people can now see exactly what is going on in there, even without cameras. Sure you get, without them having to, you know what I mean? But I'll take you to that. So when everybody walked into the courtroom today, this morning, at first, the sight of people moving boxes into the courtroom caught the attention of a lot. Like, how much I go be today? So I'm going to take you through that. Let's go and see the court appearance today from the get-go, just briefly. I don't even have all the clips as well. I'm very sorry about the audio. The audio is not out. That's why I said it's just tiny one. But there's another one, which is not when the court is in session, but when everybody's like kind of sitting down. That one has audio, so I'll show you that one.
It's a wrong big account. Please, if you know this is yours, because the lawyer said it was called last week. Why don't you think your own week? and become a new brick to the lawyer, please. Thank you.
Like I said, it's just going to be like markets before their lordship will sit down. But now, I want to tell you what happened inside that court today, in my own language, as your GO. The way I'm going to put the whole story together so that it will make more sense to you. And it will just be like, say, you said you did inside that court. As usual, you've seen them brought in boxes or cases, or should I say boxes of evidence. In those boxes, you have on each box, you have the names of every state in each box. Sure? Now, it is now clear that Peter Obi want to challenge Tinubu in 18 states, including Lagos, even the place that they declared him winner and reduced his votes, and some other places that they declared him winner and reduced his votes as well. Even in some places that he lost, but he met his 25%, but they reduced his votes. So all the evidence that they have, the one they got from INEC. Remember when the court said INEC must produce all the results they announced, they said Tinubu scored 8.7 million. Abi? And INEC released the results from ward level to local government to states and to federal. Abi? So what the court now said is, that result you announced, the result sheet you announced, you have to produce everything to the petitioners. So remember that INEC has been playing hide and seek anyway. They either give them half of the states. For example, in Rivers State, let's say Rivers State have 20 local governments. So INEC gave them, let's say, 15, keeping 5 local governments. In Benue State, out of social local government, give them half, keep some. So this confusion of a thing, which is deliberate, and I think a lot of you actually believe now that INEC is also like the defendant, or should I say, they've made themselves the part of the case instead of being neutral. So now the document produced by INEC, stamped and given to these petitioners, there are those you found in those boxes. The result of Tinubu that they announced, result from everywhere, PIDE, Align, and all of that. And each one of them that they listed in their petition, this also place, that happened. This also place, this what happened. Overvoting, less voting, this one. So thoroughly like that. So those files and results were there. Now, after they brought them into the courtroom, so it was time now it's called evidence submission time or something like that. So which means petitioners will submit evidence, defendants or respondents, Tinubu, INEC, APC, Shittiman. So they will then have to respond. This is not yet time of fighting yet, or taking something and say, oh yeah, this one is already, no, not that all. It is meant to be the time to counter and say, no, we don't want that one, that evidence, no, we don't take it. My lord, I object. Objection. You know that one that we say, objection, my lord. I say, why what is objection? Don't accept that evidence. Why? I will tell you later. I will write about it later, but don't accept it. Sure you get. But the problem here is this. The evidence they brought to court today, to start with, they are the results that INEC announced, which means they are the INEC documents. So when they started the presentation, they made the court realize that they have 18 states they want to challenge. Out of these 18 states, they strongly believe that, number one, Kolu didn't score 25% in so many places they declared for him. In places where they even declared him winner, right? That he didn't win. In some of them, he didn't even score 25% at all. But with this evidence produced by INEC and our own counter evidence, it's just going to go into this, yeah? These are the INEC evidence. We want you to take them in. that INEC gave us this result, that this is the result they announced, the authentic result. Yeah, court, take it and put it in record that INEC has given us this, and we are going to use this result as evidence in this trial. That is where the wahala started. Because anything you give to the court as evidence or anything, they will ask the respondent, Tinubu, INEC, Shitty Man, and who else? So they will ask them, any objection? So if they say no objection, it will be taken in. But when it got to the submission of INEC results, and so objection. Shetima, what do you say about this evidence of results, which is, say, objection, my lord. Objection, Kilode. Do I accept? INEC, any objection? INEC, objection, my lord. Do I accept that evidence? Maybe it's your own this thing. Yes, my lord. Why? We'll tell you later in writing. Or do I accept the results? Do I accept that evidence? We shouldn't accept evidence of your declaration that is, of course, don't accept it. That was the objection. We will put it in writing in our response, my lord. But before the before that could even settle down, Tinubu and their media, like I said, they already went to town. And they said, they said that Peter Obi stepped down his blah, 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 blah evidence because of inconsistency. Not just that. Now, when their trial got to a stage where they said the Peter Obi's lawyers, despite looking organized, looking like they have all their evidence sorted by themselves and have all this listed too, like numbered. So they started kind of, in their presentation, they started kind of mixing them together, mixing local government with states. We are presenting 11 states instead of 11 local government areas. Or we are presenting 18 local government instead of, we are presenting 18 states instead of 18 local governments. Like, it was kind of chaotic, but their media grabbed it. Because at some point, they had to take a 10 minutes break. My lord, can we take a break just to put this together? And they were granted that break with no objection. When they came back, they put in more, and when it was 1 o'clock, they asked for an adjournment. It was Peter Obi's people that asked for adjournment. One of the, or should I say the leader judge, even asked, can you not finish presenting all these ones you brought here now? Because if we continue like this, if you want to keep presenting your evidence by local government and local governments, in 3 weeks' time, we are going to still be here and we'll still be dealing with presenting evidence. And then they say, okay, yeah, it's all right, my lord. We'll amend it and we'll be presenting our evidence state by state. Do you get that now? So within that space of time, and they said, no, my lord, we just feel like we have exhausted all we brought in today as evidence. So taking more time is just going to be on nothing. So we'll seek an adjournment. And they got adjourned to tomorrow, 9 a.m. to continue to present evidence and what have you. But with what were submitted today, and with those who were present in the court as well, like I told you before, again, I'm going to say it again. I am not going to make you feel bad about hoping, because you have your reason for hoping that their court can still kind of turn it around. But I am also speaking from my own experience, and at the same time, from what we know and what is happening, and the character still around this whole thing, we can indeed project what the end result will be. But losing hope shouldn't be yours. Okay? I believe that every evidence, no matter how weighty they are, at the end of the day, the bottom line is going to be for the sake of national security. They cannot sack him. But as they say, history are the events that happened while we got here. Do you get that? It means that what you are going to use in telling your own history are not going to be from things that didn't happen in this world. They have to be things that happen here. And this could be one of them. The evidence are weighty, and the numbers they want to, the effort is to first show that Tinubu is not qualified based on this America, this or that, the drug trafficking. The second one is to prove that Tinubu didn't win in all these numbers they even declared for him. That they are so afraid to even show the numbers, show the book, show the evidence of the 8.7 million that they declared. The numbers are not adding up. Now, one of the things that they did to them is that they are going to be forced to even recount the calculated number, mutilated papers that INEC gave to them as evidence that they have already entered into the courts now. Yeah? So at the end of the day, they will realize that even when you add all these numbers together, they still don't match up. So at the end of the day, it is either the courts force them to do a rerun or declare the person with the majority of the votes. And that is waited to be seen, if you ask. Yeah. So after that, like I said, it got postponed or adjourned till tomorrow, which will be a kind of a follow-up too. But their media already sort of washed with lies. When I say lies, I'm talking about sensationalism. You know what they do. And more reason why they wanted the court to ban mobile phone. Because with mobile phones, right, there is possibility that you're going to get authentic reports of the conversation that happened in the court. But if they are left for the media alone, of course they will twist it. In all of this, indeed, if Nigeria is going to pull any shocker on all of us, what happened on the 25th of February, 2023, by the obedience, may actually be the start of what is still to kick off in the coming days and weeks. And as it is right now, they are already in town, by the way, to remind you that if you are in court because you want the court to sack Tinubu, you are about to cause a tribal, ethnic, religious, or another nonsense they are spewing. So that makes the coming days, weeks, and months looking like it's going to be interesting. Not interesting that way, yeah? But another one. Anyway, I kind of would love to keep us within this reality now. This is it. Okay, there's nothing that is coming after this than what you make of it. Tinubu and his gang, they will force and shove down what this is down your throat. You will resist them? No. You will adapt or adjust? No. Whatever you're going to do, first you must at least identify what has changed, like acknowledge what has changed. Then maybe you can have a clearer picture of maybe what you're going to do. But here is something. Talking of use and dump or not use and dump. You know that you've heard this arrest or raid. No, not arrest, raid on Lamidi Auxiliary in Ibadan. The guy that Seyi Makinde made the chairman of park managers. Auxiliary. Whatever went wrong in between them, it seems that they are done with him 2 days ago. The Nigeria, maybe not DSSO, maybe not police, so I have no clue. They went into his house and they actually got inside his hotel in Ibadan. And afterward, they have declared him more or less like wanted. And today, Ibadan is kind of a little bit kind of calmer in a mild way because nobody is sure what's going to happen after. If you're in Ibadan, you can tell me more. and then tell me how you are currently coping with your, the new fuel subsidy. How much are you paying right now? How are you adjusting with your business and other things? Because there's no seems to be any announcement soon on what is going to be the government effort to help you. You will be on your own. But Ibadan, but take a look at this again.
Let me tell my faces and 474. 474. 474. Please one, put them inside that cylinder. Have you told him? Live cartridges. 474. 474. Ọ̀gá wọn nílò eléyìí èyí tó fẹ́ fi tó fẹ́ fi dàrú lọ́la ni ohun tó gbójúlé ló fẹ́ ṣe níyàn lálẹ́ lé. Ó ń ṣe pátí òun ló ń dó lọ́wọ́. Ẹgbẹ́ wọn sọ pé tíri náírà fẹ́ ṣeré bẹ́ẹ̀. Kini yẹn wà wá o. Olùkọ́wá yẹn kiri wà máa. Ẹsẹ̀ bá rí ìṣẹ̀bù tí máa ń gbé jọ. Nínú kúlà láì fi gbé kúlà bọ̀ ó gbóná nínú kúlà yẹn. Ó gbóná ìdí kan lọ fún ìyàrá tí kò ní dúró wò tẹ̀. Ó ti sẹ́ bọ́ọ̀lù ẹ̀ ó ń lọ. Kò ní dúró wò. Ilé ká yàlù yàn ká yàlù máa ń yàn ká ń gbé ní èkó ní ẹni tó dúró gbé. Kò dúró kó jẹ kọ́ ó kú fóònù kalẹ̀. Kò lọ bínú kó mú fóònù rẹ̀.
Yeah, if we are playing with you, I'm playing with you. Does that mean that we are your mates? So they're kind of talking about how Auxiliary escaped from a party. When they wanted to capture him, he escaped, he left his phone, he left his food, he ran away. Now they found his stash. They found his stash where he kept his ammunition and all that. You know why I showed you that video? I just want you to know that, that we don't have something that looks like a Boko Haram yet in southwest Nigeria. It's all due to those who own them, still using them for political what have you for now. So once they lose all their way, all the weapons they give to them during the political what have you, the politics and the campaigns and all that, the ones they intended on using or they have used on those they call their political enemies. From every state in Nigeria, you have the army of people armed that much. This were like civilians, so you get, but they are like armed for real. By the time the pandemic of those who can form an army and be on their own with what Nigeria is actually headed there for, it's going to be a double-edged sword, kind of. So every time I sit back and I just think about people like that and the amount of weapons that are at their disposal, and they are not for anything good, not for personal protection. They're just there to terrorize the people on behalf of any political side that is willing to pay them. In return, they get protection. Asari Dokubo, if you check him out, and he opens his own vault too, yeah, and he likes like all over Nigeria, and you just be like, oh, more. One single revolution will probably lead to like a civil war, and then the whole world will be shocked at the level of ammunition in the hands of wrong people in Nigeria, harmed by the politicians, but yet the country is sort of harmless, free for all. The terrorists are kings, charging taxes, yeah, collecting ransoms, meeting government officials, making security deals to provide security for Nigerians after terrorizing them. I don't know. I just kind of, since I saw that video, it just never left my mind. Like, man. Right. The other one is not going to really be necessary because I'm going to use this, the remainder part of this chat to take a phone call because I'm trying this whole thing out for the first time, and it seems that it is working fine. The audio is perfect. The picture is nice, I believe, except if you probably think otherwise. But now let us try out the phone calls. I'm going to go make myself another cup of tea. So when I get back, I will take calls. So thank you so much for all those super chats, by the way. I mean, you painted my entire screen with all those colors: red, pink, blue, yellow, and all that stuff. Thank you. Okay. I will take calls in a moment when I get back. Don't go anywhere. If you are still here with me, like this broadcast, share it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Somebody asked for Lamidiot, Pampas. Now, a picture kind of surfaced on social media earlier today. It's unconfirmed, okay? However, they said that Pampas, Lamidiot, Pampas, that nobody is now seeing in courts, is back to the trenches. Is being used and dumped. It's a joke. So they found him somewhere where they believe that that is Lamidiot Pampas taking a rest after, you know what I mean, the bodyguard and all that. So I won't say much. Some believe that. For those who are asking for what do you mean by the president and the deputy president and vice president? This is what they mean. Yesterday when Tinubu met with Emefiole, right? Tinubu was there, Shitty Man was there, Remy was there, and this was meant to be a monetary meeting and all that. Well, for those who actually witnessed that, they said Remy will be the deputy president. Every time Tinubu is not around, Remy will be the head of the, well, something you call a cabal, or you may not want to call her a cabal, but she'll be the deputy president. Femi Gbajabiamila is also rumored to have been appointed as Tinubu's chief of staff. That shouldn't be news, except somebody else is given that. For the past 6 months, even before the election, they've been saying it. Gbajabiamila will be the chief of staff. Gbajabiamila will be your new Abba Kyari. But with Remy, and with Folashade, the battle of the Golgotha is about to happen. And I'm actually here to report that, by the way, right? So, Remy will be representing Cheget. And if you don't like that, you go to court, they say. But with Folashade, the first daughter of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Yaloja General of Nigeria, that is also going to be an extra. Remember that. Don't go anywhere. When I get back, I'm going to take calls, okay? Miss Folashade, first daughter of Federal Republic of Nigeria, please, join now.
Gathered here to please disseminate the information and advocate to our people that, it's important for us to join hands with the government of the day. Make sure you pass the information. They said if you hear something or see something, please say something. Very, very important. Then it gives me the great pleasure to welcome you. No, I don't want to go through this page. I'm not welcoming you. I just want to appreciate you because we spent some time.
Somebody said that my voice, my lip seems not to be in sync with the voice or something like that. I will fix that. I've taken note of that too. But I have a caller on the line here. Hello there.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Mayogo.
Good evening, Baba. How are you?
Yes, sir, fine. I'm Idris calling from Lagos.
Idris, it's been 2-3 days or so. How are you, Baba?
I'm fine. What did the job for? I haven't tried to call, so I couldn't get through. So I just stick to hearing. So I decided to try calling this night, and it went through. So going by what is currently happening in Nigeria, even in Lagos here, it has become war. Trying to board into vehicle, war.
When you say war, it's always been like war in Lagos anyway. Now let's practicalize it.
Yes.
Simplify it for us.
Okay, it is now war promax.
War promax. What do you mean by that? Like, let's start. Is it the availability of buses or the cost of transportation? Which of them?
Yes, the cost of transportation, it has skyrocketed. So now we are now having to pay, let's say, something of 400, a vehicle of 400. So we are paying almost 800 to 1,000. Imagine boarding a vehicle from Jibo to Agric in Ikorodu, we are paying 1,500. 1,500.
From Fadeyi to Ikorodu.
Even so, from Jibo to Ikorodu. Jibo to Ikorodu, yes, is 1,500.
Wow.
I don't know of tomorrow now if it will increase. So a lot of people have now subjected themselves to be trekking, and even some are even saying that probably they're going.
Where people were trekking along Lagos, Ikorodu Road today, like massive.
It is really crazy. It is really crazy now. Even a lot of I'm very sure that if this is going to affect workers. A lot of people are going to lose their job on this. A lot of people, because the private sector, they are not finding it easy concerning to increase the workers' pay. And okay, for example, 30,000 is the minimum wage cannot even have. We can't even use it to buy at least or 40 liters of fuel in Lagos, in Nigeria now. Your minimum wage. So things are really, and this is
so
just
food. What about food? Where you have to like.
Exactly.
At least you bought things. Have you not bought things since this announcement? Like, what's the changes? Have you started seeing that yet? Or
everything has changed. Everything has changed.
Like,
everything. You can't afford to even bread to buy bread is very difficult now. All these perishable goods that they are bringing from village or all these places, they are using vehicle to ship them in. And now something of probably they are using a vehicle from the village of 1,000 naira to transfer. Now everything has changed, and everything is to change. And this is just day two, and we don't know where we are going to. And now going back to Peter's Obi Tribunal this thing. See, I know that nothing will come out of it. Nothing will actually come out of it. So to me, I don't blame them, but I know that it's just a waste of time because nothing will come out of it. It's not this Nigeria. We're not just judiciary. So now another thing is that please, I want you to enlighten me because this evening, like you earlier said just now that this man, this Bajabiya Miller, has assumed the role of chief of staff, the one Babakari was before. So now, what will happen to his post? Because I believe that he was sworn in as, he was elected as this the House of Rep for Surulere. So who will take the position? I just want you to enlighten because
no, it's going to vacate
a lot of people also want to know.
No, they are going to do another election in Surulere in 3 months.
Is it a by-election within the party?
No, within the party constituency, all political party will participate.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That is exactly what I have to say.
So it's not like an executive position where somebody else will replace him. Like, oh, if he moves, somebody else. No. So what happens is that his seat will be vacant. Then INEC will conduct another election in 3 months.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let me go back to my TikTok because I'm already there.
That's good then. All right. I'll see you later, Baba. So I have another caller on the line. You might need to mute that too. Ken, is that you?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm very well, sir. You in Nigeria or what's happening?
I'm sorry. Actually, it's my Niger number, so I'm roaming it, so I can use it while I'm here in the US. At the same time, enter my equipment. So, anyway, how are you, my good long time?
I know it's been a busy one, by the way. So yeah, I'm fine. Thank you.
I know. Well, I want to say that was an awesome presentation yesterday with what's his name?
David.
I'm trying to remember his name. The guy you were interviewing yesterday.
Yeah, that's David. David, that's his name.
David. Yeah. I mean, it was spot on. You guys were absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
With your presentation. Everything you said there was, I'm telling you, you were like, I was like, oh God, I couldn't just do any other thing. I was like, you know what? Everything hold on first. Let me finish. I got to finish this presentation.
Thank you.
So it was nice. So coming back down to today's stuff, like the court appearance and those ones. My good, like you already know. You know, everybody here in the Temple of Truth knows that. You know, the whole thing is a shit show. They already, the outcome is already known. And they can keep dancing around, will be presenting 1 million evidence boxes of God knows what. Guess what? These jokers, they know exactly what they put in there. The outcome is already known. We are all going to be here in the Temple of Truth, and we say, we told you. That's nothing worse.
A lot of people feel bad, but I hope
exactly.
So won't be your...
We told you. You have a kangaroo system that is in place, that is designed to work the way it has been designed to work the way it is. And you expect what? Miracle from a system that is corrupt from the pit of hell? Nothing is going to work there. It's just the way it is. And then you move into the other aspect of Tinubu's wife, there in the meeting and what does that not tell you that by able, just like what we've been saying on the platform, vampires, they run Nigeria like their own private business.
That's right.
It is not easy. And now, Yala of Nigeria is part of the trade. Then to start hearing all of them now telling us cabinet position. Exactly. So I think every one of us here in the Temple of Truth knows that it is expected. We know how it's going to play itself. And for the so-called announcement he did about no more fuel subsidy, this and that, fuel scarcity everywhere, the price is going up the chart. You see, like I always say, the one Buhari did for them, and I see somebody said it, that Buhari did Meshuya for them. This time, they go see Shege. Now Shege, they go see. This is just the beginning.
Because it's not Shege alone. You get partner. Banza. See, I mean, if a lot don't actually understand that, under Buhari, they said pressure, wala, tiwa.
Many people are in the bank because many people are dying. Everything àmọ́ ìbò sọ pressure ti wà bá sọ Yorùbá ẹ wo gbogbo nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ ń lu yìí pressure ti wà èyìnbó kò ṣe sọ sẹ́yìn.
Okay, that one is about pressure. But under Buhari, I mean under Buhari, this one under Tinubu, I never bath.
To buy water for us on Jerican. No way to buy water. All the poor people where they sell water 2020 now, they say no water, they no way to buy to take on generator to pump the water. I never bath. Since yesterday, I never bath.
You never bath?
You know that smell. You know that smell for my body.
Wait, you the smell?
I the smell.
Then come out for ya.
Ken. Everybody. It's the last. It don't scarce. Now everybody go jump. I'll talk to you again, Ken.
It don't cast. Last. Everybody go chop breakfast.
Hello there.
Oh my God. Hello, my good general.
Prince Judgeman. How are you, sir?
Yeah, my good general. Yeah, Baba. With a hello.
Thank you.
I beg. Everything done red, Baba.
Now all of us
beg allow us.
Protect yourself like that. Yeah.
Baba, well, thank you so much.
Please.
Baba, I said make I hail you for your appearance for our Heroes and Heroine Remembrance Day for Edinburgh.
Thanks for having me.
You know, your presence there was electrifying, Baba. We hail you, be small. All Biafrans worldwide, you know.
You actually felt
we recognize your presence, Baba. Yeah. God bless you for being there. We really appreciate, honestly. You know. And I want to use this opportunity also to thank our leaders at the HGOS and DOS for organizing this remembrance worldwide, both home and abroad. You know, it was all the whole nation abroad, all of them was represented in their nation, in our countries, Europe, America, you know, all over the world. It was very colorful, you know. So I'm using this opportunity to thank them for their wonderful leadership, you know, and also to appreciate you once more again for the support you did to Nnamdi Kanu, you know, concerning his legal fee, which you on this year platform, the money was raised to support him, you know. We'll continue to remember that, honestly. We really thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
Okay. Yeah, and also, I also want to use the opportunity to thank the wife of our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the lioness herself, you know, Mrs. Uche Kanu. She was present at Edinburgh, you know. She came there, and she was with us throughout the celebration. I want to use this opportunity to thank her for having the courage, you know, to come out despite what is going on. And I thank God that she's been strengthened, believing in the cause, knowing what her husband is into. You know, she's all in the struggle, I tell you. You know, so Baegu, I really thank you so much.
Thank you, Prince.
What I will say in Nigeria issue is that they should brace up. Everybody make on wake up because it don't read as it be. So if you know fear escape, the only solution, they don't push everybody to the wall. The only solution now to fight back. That is just the thing, you know. There's no other way because as it is now, in fact, I have fire now. If it's person they wait until die before I enter hellfire now. Nigeria now, I hellfire itself, you know. So Baba,
thank you, Prince.
Thank you so much.
You
yeah,
have a good one.
Yeah,
Ma, take another one. If you are still watching me on YouTube, where we were once over 30,000 of us, you should pay your offering, like that broadcast. And if you want to call in, the number is on your screen. That thing scrolling on your screen. At the end of it, there's a number, and it's WhatsApp call only. Don't go and dial it directly. Call it on WhatsApp call only. I have a caller. Hello there.
Yeah, this is Edo from Torino.
How you doing, Baba?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. It's just that a town hall is different from a ballot box. That was the initial statement of call. So people miss it, you know. So thank you, Mayago.
Thank you.
And the issue is that I saw everything today, your video about Kolu in Aso Rock. The thing I noticed is that Kolu does not want to, he does not even care about anything. All he cares about is he wants to be a president. Even if it is just a day or a minute. Because he say good money to those soldiers, the military men in the Aso Rock. So I noticed that what he wants is just to be called president. And two, objection, my lord, I have something to say according to Taboa in the convention. So this is my delegate. You know, I was having some issue with my woman, I think on Sunday, on Monday, and we were in a very heated situation. So she tried to do everything just for me to forgive her, you know, everything. She tried everything. And later she said, Mayegu, I beg, come help me beg my man, make he forgive me. And because she was telling me to smile, just to smile so that she know that I forgive her. But later I said, Mayegu, come help me beg my man, make he forgive me. And that is where I first laughed. So she was delegate for now.
Now you know what you're going to do for me. She found your easy spots. She knows that you know.
Yeah. She did everything. She promised everything. I didn't smile. I didn't laugh. Later I said
she mentioned
because I was watching you on the screen.
Right.
She said, I beg you, come help me beg my mom, make you forgive me. And I just laughed.
And how do you feel after that?
So you
just let go.
Yeah, let go because it's like she just get the weak point and everything.
It's not
weak
point, it's your soft spots. She's found it.
Yeah.
She'll be using it when she can, when other tricks don't work. And I hope it will keep working.
You are
Mayegun, and you'll be like, if you want, if you don't provoke me or don't mention Mayegun, sure you get anyway. I said
no,
yeah. I want you to tell her.
Okay,
I want you to tell her that you know, she should keep it up, being all right.
Yeah. She's all right.
Keep hearing from you about her too, so that I'll speak to you again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much.
Well to her, madam. This is from me. If you watch this part, you try. You be FBI. Your husband will say marry genius. You know, say you marry genius. Or give it time. Somebody don't study you so well. Where she enter you? Hey, madam.
Good evening.
How are you?
Fine, sir. Happy New Month.
Thank you so much. Same to you. You are.
How's the family?
We thank God.
We love your show.
Thank you, ma'am.
Every day.
Thank you. I said you are so good. You are so good that after trying all other tricks that didn't work, you finally found the one that does. Please don't lose it. I've told him too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
exactly.
Baba, stay safe. Have a good one.
Yeah, greetings, bro.
Thanks so
one
much.
Love.
One love. So I'll take another one where I have, I have Ahmed. Baba, how you doing? Hang on, no. I thought I took your call. Let me see. What happened? Well, I've got no idea. I'm just going to go and take another one then. Here. Hello there.
Hello.
Hey, hello, ma.
This is my first time of calling your show. I just said, let me try, and the thing worked.
And it just worked. That's brilliant. How are you, ma?
Wow. I'm very good. I'm very well. Wow, this is my, I'm so excited. So, I just wanted to say well done, okay, for what you're doing. May the Lord continue to strengthen you, okay?
Amen. Thank you, ma'am.
And talking about the Ecuadorians and the rest of them, let's just continue to put our hands and see how they will make, nuisance of themselves. Well, let's just keep watching them. Just
Seems
keep
that
doing
it's a
what you
waiting
do.
game now anyway. Like, we just have to wait it through and see how they actually keep themselves below belt.
They will keep messing up small. That's how they will keep messing up. They will keep messing up. There's nothing else they have to offer. They don't have anything to offer.
No.
They will just keep messing up and, making a fool of themselves. At the end of the day, we'll see what will come out of it. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Thanks so much for calling in as well. Cheers, ma'am. So that's a good one. Someone who I'm going to try. Let's see if it goes to, oh, wow, I got through. And I like that too. It's a surprise, yeah? Hello. Why am I missing all these calls after taking them? Then they just dropped off.
My no be drop. Na me drop am. Na me go mistakenly press red.
Oh, no wonder then. I'm glad that you were able to get back through. How are you, Baba?
Yeah. Baba, I do.
We never pack if I don't they happen. As they say, all of us come they turn to prophets now. They say, you be prophet. You are a prophet. Then at the same time, they come they blackmail us, say, you are too negative. Why everything is negative? Can't you just wish them well, Baba? While I don't How are you?
I don't get conversation with people on top of that matter. Yeah, can't you be
positive? Can't you be positive and pray?
When you pray with you, ṣé kí ìwà gbàdúrà fáwọn òde ṣé nǹkan ò máa mú yín lójú ẹ̀sùn nù ni kí ìwà gbàdúrà fún àwọn òde ẹni tí wọ́n mọ̀ pé person wa know say na criminal yìí máa kàn dey pray for am máa dey expect wetin ṣé nǹkan ò máa ṣe gbogbo yín ṣá unto say wetin see you see the funniest thing is that gbogbo wa with person wey support o with you wey no support o ìyà kan náà ni ìyà kan náà everybody máa jẹ so for those ones and you see this ìyà you see these people wey dey Lagos ba ìyà tiwọn o ma surplus you know say their ìyà don dey for Lagos state so you say go slow you go comot from house early in the morning you go come back late night early in the morning you don comot come back late night ìyà tiwọn surplus ni so na there their eye go open they go understand they go get say all these things wey these mad people dey do e no get mileage kò sí mileage lórí ẹ̀ kò sí there is no mileage on this nonsense that is going on abi kinikati just how many days you enter you say you comot fuel subsidy dollar you say CBN price what you want and go if you go all those people wey dey do change for all those house guys you go see as they go take hide the price.
You never hear, Ahmed, you never hear. Immediately the news came out. Immediately, the dollar, the black market dollar jumped to over 800 naira. And right there online as well, it jumped to 740 something. Meanwhile, they said it was 600 something. So they wanted it to match.
It was 600 something.
Now, CBN increased their own to 600 something. So to match the black market and cancel back. And they are celebrating that. By evening, Baba, dollar don't turn to 700 something. Black market still, CBN is still there, 600. What kind of country is this?
Oh goodness. You get one of my captain friends waiting for Nigeria. So in himself, they enter politics. You understand? I don't tell am once. I don't tell am only you sef na potential criminal you be as today, so you dey wait for your own time make you reach me. Because all these defense wey dey defense, me I know you dey wait for your own time. E get one video wey him bin post. So as he post the video now, e be see one soldier like that, one army personnel like that. Him slap, him dey talk to one police, and the police come dey talk say, ni da kai yan wane, which means me and you na family we be.
Like
Na so the soldier carry am, esprit the corps, we should dagbaju boni. You understand? O dagbaju bo. As he slap the guy say, okay, as in him come say, yes sir, money sir. Him come dey give am hand, he wan shake am. The guy give am another slap.
Video. Can't they slap him again? Are you kidding? It's okay, sir.
He can't slap him again.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
So as him post am, I can't say, you know, the funniest thing is, years back, I used to think all these things are just, this is how things work. Until I left and I joined the military from where I was living here in the United States. And I discovered that the way we Africans project military, it's not the way it's supposed to be. Do you know that in the military here, only rule there are ways that you can kill an enemy. You cannot overkill an enemy. Like if you want to kill an enemy, you kill him normal. You say you know be that kind kill where they kill
They say neutralize them and take them out.
Yeah.
If you can't do them like an animal, you are committing a
for
crime.
here, if you overdo them, you go jail.
Yes.
If any of your body like that here can't document you, you go jail. They go discharge you and you go jail. I did tell him all those things. You know what this guy said? He was like, we've been talking about these things for years. I said, yeah, and I'll keep reminding you. I will keep reminding you. I was once in that kind of a situation. You know it. So if I'm telling you, I know what I'm saying. So there is nothing you can tell me. I would always be right more than you because you are still in that system, and that system will continue to tell you everything you are doing is right, which some things that you're doing is all sort of dumb shit. It doesn't make no sense. All things that they are doing over there, it doesn't make no sense. And until people are being straightened up, how can you imagine if military they behave like that, police they behave like that, and you want sanity? Meanwhile, the people where they lead in ourselves now mad people than this. How sanity will take come inside that kind of society?
Like how do you even rule a country?
And me will be say I dey call you say you na my friend, na my person you be. I dey tell you still want to follow me. If you don't reach case like that, me I dey tell them straight up. I no send them me run here. I dey tell them straight up. Very soon you become a major. Before you know, himself go dey look for lieutenant. Before you know, you go on the colonel. Because I tell them one day, I say, look, it's because you are eyeing something. You want to grow in that system, and you know you have every opportunity to grow in that system. So you don't want to down talk that system and talk down, like look at the system like it's bad. That's why you always tell me, oh, Nigeria made you money. Yeah, Nigeria built me, but if I had never left, do you know where I would have been today? No, I don't know. But at least I left. Okay, Nigeria built me, but Nigeria never made me who I am today. Never. If I was there, I would have been probably some kind of another terror in uniform.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Yeah. There are a lot of I've been telling you this all through. There are sort of some kind of rubbish that you see. We look at like say na normal thing. But as we come out, we can't understand, say, no be so, completely no be so. I'm telling you, my ego, what a personnel here, just a private, maybe by in cotton earn as a private compared to what a general is earning. A general, no be say general na the same amount. Other ranks, enlisted soldier níbí báyìí owó tó ń gbà níbí báyìí the same amount ló ń gbà pẹ̀lú general ní Nigeria if he would take the amount he's taking. If the general in the Nigerian army will take the amount he's taking.
Interested in their salary now. They're interested in
but they are not interested in their salary. That is it. That is what I'm saying.
Where they are going to be where they
that is what I'm saying. You know? There was a day I was telling him to of money pẹ̀lú rank mi tí mo wà as an enlisted tó jẹ́ pé you are an officer mo lè sanwó I can pay you almost 10 times your salary bó ṣe wà yẹn màá san salary 10 times màá tún ní change lọ́wọ́ mo sọ fún mo ní so is that the kind of mindset you want, the kind of society you want to be? Àwọn èèyàn tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ní ọpọlọ and you keep but anyways you are also like a potential, you're waiting for your own time. So mindset àwọn èèyàn
makes you know so sad.
So